Hello fourth graders, this is Mrs. Nelson, and at the end of this video, your learning objective will be to be able to compare fractions. You'll be able to compare fractions with the same denominator. You'll be able to compare fractions with the same numerator to each other. Let's take a look at this. We're going to look at fractions with the same denominator. So the same denominator means that you could have fractions that have been cut, two different wholes that have been cut into 8 pieces. So we have a pizza, 2 pizzas, each had been cut into 8 pieces. And if you look at this, then you could say that this one could have 3 pieces eaten, and this could have 7 pieces eaten. So we're going to compare which fraction is larger. So let's take a look at that, what that looks like as far as pictures. So here I have drawn out the fractions, and you can see that 7/8 and 3/8. I put them side by side. So our whole strips have been cut into 8 chunks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And this one up here has been cut into 8 pieces as well. So that means that, and then 3 of the pieces have been eaten. This had 7 pieces. So when your denominators are the same, because your denominators tell you each fractional piece, the whole is cut up the same. So this fraction on top, its pieces are going to be the same size as the one on the bottom. So those 2 pieces are the same size. Each piece is the same size in each whole. So now, then, if you're looking at the fraction, we could say, then we could draw out and say, hey, you only look at the numerator. So if we only look at the numerators and ignore the bottoms, because the bottoms are the same, only look at the top. The tops tells us, well, I have 7 pieces, you only have 3 pieces. Okay? So when the bottoms are the same, only look at the top. And the number with the larger top wins. So this one, the 7 wins because it's bigger than 3. Now, we're going to look at a situation that's a little different. Now we're going to look at fractions that match on top but have different bottoms. So, if we have fractions that said 5 here, 5 here, and we are at a party, and I invited 7 friends, and you invited 12 friends, so this is me, and this is you. You have more friends than I do. So in this case, something special. You're going to flip the idea. Since the tops match, ignore the tops. Because everybody's eating 5 pieces of pizza. You're eating 5 pieces of pizza. Now what's important to know here is the size of our pizzas are going to be different. So let's look at that real quick. So here we go. We have our fractions. So on top, that is the same fraction as me. I have 5/7, you have 5/12. So up above here, I have 5, right here, I have 5 pieces of pizza that I ate. Okay, 5 pieces were eaten. At your party, you had 12 friends that came over, but 5 pieces were eaten. If you notice, the more people that show up at your party, the smaller your pieces are. So your pizza has to, every time somebody comes to the party, so your pieces get smaller because you have to share with more people. So the denominator means more shares. Okay? So your pieces have to get smaller. A good way to look at this is kind of interesting. Let me show you an interesting way to look at this. So when you're looking at this, I have a fraction here, and this fraction, I'm going to just make it a little bit larger, and I'm going to pull it over here. If you notice, you have 2 people, and I ate a piece, okay? So you and I are at a party, and we're just having the party, and I eat my piece of pizza. All right, good. So then all of a sudden, a friend shows up. What happened? Watch what happens to my piece of pizza every time. We have to share the pizza. So 3 friends show up. You, me, and 2 more people. 3 people altogether. My piece got smaller. Okay? Now I have to share with 4 people. My piece got smaller some more. So the more people you have, the bigger your denominator, the smaller your piece happens. Oh, I have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. By the time we hit 19, 20, by the time that we hit 20 people at a party, if we cut our pizza up, my piece is going to be really, really tiny. And then 21, and then if we keep going all the way up to say, even if we could hit 100 friends, you could have 1 of 100 friends. If you could have 1 of 100 friends, your piece of pizza will be tiny, tiny because you have 100 friends trying to share one pizza. Okay? So, when we look at our fractions down here, you have to remember, when the tops are the same, so since the tops are the same, you can ignore the tops. Only look at the bottoms and look at how many friends you invited over. You have more friends, so your piece of pizza will be smaller. I had less friends over, my piece is going to be bigger. I have the bigger fraction. Questions? Please see a teacher. See you soon.